test. 1, 2. Hello, 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 hello. Okay. I think it should sound fine. I hope I'm correct about that assumption. Okay. Hello, hello. Testing. Everything should be good. Let me go. Hello. Welcome to late night version of tonight's match. Since we had a reschedule. So, yeah. I don't think I'm gonna turn the lights on for this one just because I kind of want it to be darker so I can go to bed as soon as I get home. A little bit past my bedtime, if I can't lie. I would say it's past my bedtime, but I know I'm gonna stay up till midnight tonight, so like, it really doesn't matter. I have to wait till the stream actually goes up. Then I can... see if my audio is working correctly. I gotta remember that I need to be close to the mic for it to be nice and loud. Okay, let me check this real quick. Okay, I hope my mic audio is good. I really could not tell. So, Justin is playing tonight. Let me check. Hopefully my mic audio is fine. Okay. I think actually just for me to double check. Lie. I would say it's past my bedtime, but I know I'm gonna stay up till midnight tonight, so like, okay. Seems like my mic audio should be fine. I'm actually gonna turn it up on the mixer so I don't have to get as close to the mic. Don't wanna do ASMR constantly. Oh, I closed out of the wrong thing. Alright. So now I just have to create an NECC voice chat, first of all. There we go. So now everyone should be able to join this VC. Hello? Oh, why is Discord now not working? Okay. Hello? Oh, now my... Okay. There we go. Alrighty. It's going alright. Paul Cinnamon is the GOAT. So is everyone else on the team. Everyone's goated. Late night stream. Late night casting. I just think everyone should be getting on. I actually need to start making the lobby. I forgot that we are a home team. There we go. Okay. Yep, I just need to make a custom game, tournament room, create NDSU versus Griz. Invitation only. Format first of 5. Pause permission. Player. Pause on player disconnect. Move permission all. Ban. Visible to all. Sorry if I'm just simply walking through the processes of setting up a lobby real quick. Tournament mode. Confirm. I go to spec. Team 2. Griz. Griz. NDSU. Green. NDSU. They are fighting Griz, Montana, I believe. I believe it's a Montana school. Yeah, it's the University of Montana. Otherwise known as Griz Esports. It is their Maroon team. Which I believe is their varsity team. Because usually if it's like the primary color, that means it, like, of their logo, it's the primary team. Or varsity team. So... Okay, everyone is loaded in on NDSU's side. Now I'm just waiting for Dune and Fall Cinnamon. They're just in the practice range, so... I believe the new map is now actually available to be played. They're a very nice team. They're like so far they've been very nice. I think they're maybe being very nice because they did the reschedule, but it's really not that big of a problem. I think you know, it's still on like the scheduled day of Tuesday, so it didn't really mess up our schedules very much. So let me move to game, see the menu. I think Paul Cinnamon might be AFK. I can do the roster check-in. Dune, Paul Cinnamon, Tim, Tib. Okay, there we go. Let's go. The away team bans, home team selects, and then the away team will select team A or team B. See what map NDSU wants. Oh wow, they actually they added this in the new season. Wondrous. Makes my job a lot easier actually. There we go. That is everyone. We're all set up. Thank you, Miriam. I really liked the pumpkins I added too. I wouldn't mind adding more, but I don't know. I know Carter made the league ones, but I don't want to ask him to add more to it. Even though I'm sure he would be fine with it. Ping check. Ooh, looks like they... I forgot what's the rules with picking what server they would like. I forgot if that's an away team thing or if that's a... I need them to answer what map they would like. Krakatawa. Krakatawa. There we go. Everyone ready? That's both from NDSU. I think NDSU is very passionate wanting to get this game started, as it seems, but I will be waiting for their team to respond. I would check their career profiles, but I'm still not level 5 on this account. Like I said, one of these times I think I just need to like play a few matches. Okay, they're ready. Let me start up. I'll stop my yapping. It's okay. Is this mic? No, that mic's not louder. I'll stay to my left mic. Yeah, but this team does have the same record as us. They are also 2-1. Let me press that. Meaning this is pretty good competition that we have. I think, okay, low key. I'm just gonna turn down the in-game audio a bit, just because it's a little loud. I can turn it up for stream though a little bit, just so then it's like you guys can actually hear the game still. It's not purely just my yapping. I'll do that one. There we go. Ooh, we protected the Bruce early, so we get to play Bruce Banner. They banned Adam Warlock, protected Wolverine, and banned Hela. We banned the Emma. Looks like they do have a Lord Wolverine player. It's exciting that we get to see Broly Booster's best character out on full display for the first map. That's very exciting. We don't get to see that very often. Usually they scout it out and ban it immediately. I gotta say, that is the one downside of having all these streams get uploaded and stuff. Like, they sometimes you can just get scouted out. We banned Human Torch, protected the Star-Lord. Their protection is going to be, if I had to guess, maybe a tank. I know they did have a good Magneto player, so I could see them maybe protecting. Yep, there's the Magneto protection. Called it. Predicted. Woo! I gotta add more energy. I gotta get energetic. Their last ban is going to be... Oh. It's Bucky. They just banned Bucky. That's alright, though. Dune is just as good on the Psylocke as he is on the Bucky, in my opinion. He's so good at both characters. He is ready to rumble. That is right. And then we banned the Black Panther.
Pick your hero or villain. I'm not judging.
Oh yeah, he did talk about how he was doing comp a little bit. Let me turn that down a little bit. I see I'm peaking a bit. Looks like we're going to be running the Broly boost, or not the Broly booster. The Hulk, the Psylocke, the Star-Lord, Jeff, Rocket, Penny. It's a little bit interesting to be running the Jeff, but they know something I don't. I'm sure of it. Before I do anything else, let me... Okay, yeah, we're fine. As we can see, Broly Booster is running the default Hulk skin. That's how you know we have a real demon on Hulk.
The battle starts in 5, 4.
Looks like we are off the Jeff and we're going to be running the Invisible Woman. And we're just mainly using the Rocket to get armor, and then we're switching to Luna. Looks like they're also running the Hulk, which means that there's going to be a good mirror matchup going on. See where Dune and... Oh, Dune and Broly Booster are already in there on their supports. Ball Cinnamon does get the pick on Wolverine. And Dune is able to get out of there. So you can see Broly Booster 4 is going back for the cap. Ooh, looks like they're going to be able to burn the Hulk out. Be able to get point capture. We're set up to dive on their supports. It looks like they're kind of playing in a clump with their Phoenix. Dune gets an amazing pick on the Invisible Woman. Then is trying to help out with the Wolverine as he's putting pressure onto Justin. For Pocky too good. So you can see they're really trying to get past this staircase, but we kind of just have too much pressure from everywhere. And Dune already has ult up. They do use Psylocke or Cloak and Dagger for it, but he is able to get a pick on the Wolverine because of it. Broly Booster 4 forces out Cloak and Dagger ult and is able to get Invisible Woman in the process. We did use Invisible Woman ult, but a 1-to-1 support trade isn't that bad. Fall Cinnamon used ult there just to clean up the rest of the fight. That was an amazing CC on Hulk as he tried to get his escape out. It's going to stall his respawn timer as much as possible. As we can see, Wolverine's just kind of sitting there, I think waiting for one of us to get too cocky. Sadly, it was Dune that got too cocky, and he was not able to get the grab, so that is unfortunate for him.
Oh, they do not look happy.
Glory is almost yours.
Oh, sweet moves, right?
As we can see, Fall Cinnamon almost got the pick on Phoenix, but Phoenix does get out. We give all our care to Fall Cinnamon to make sure he doesn't die from that jump that happened with Hulk. Hulk's at half, but the Wolverine... Ooh, the Wolverine ult got 3 in one foul swoop. We did use Magneto and our Luna ult. They use their Phoenix ult. I think we're just gonna be on the retreat. We do have a lot of... we're halfway to a lot of good ults. They have their Hulk ult still, but... with us running... Ooh, they're trying to catch him out with the Wolverine Hulk team up. But the rest of the team is there. That's the Hulk ult out already. Sadly, it looks like Broly Booster 4 is going to go down because he got grabbed. But he is able to make a retreat to try to build ult very quickly.
Oh, did you see that?
We do have the Phoenix ult up and ready. I think we're trying to get as much damage as possible in on people before we pop it, which is a good idea. We also pop Star-Lord ult and Magneto ult. Magneto gets 2 because they clump together. And then that is a clear point, besides their Wolverine. Their Wolverine misses the grab and then eventually falls. And that will be the first point for NDSU. Very good round. It's exciting to see that they also have a Hulk player, because I think that might mean that we have a game where Hulk just doesn't get banned, and like, that's exciting. I love seeing Hulk gameplay. I am a Hulk enjoyer. So, looks like we're gonna do the same armor thing. They switched to the Thing instead of Hulk. They have Magneto the Thing now. And now they're running Invisible Woman, Luna Snow, instead of Cloak and Dagger, and, were they running Cloak and Dagger and Invisible Woman? I think they were. So they just switched to Luna, who, they're just switching the utility of the Cloak for the utility of the, you know, the Snow Guard and also the Freeze. I think it works a little bit more with the Thing and the more brawly type comps because of her piercing healing. She does have Luna ult, so they'll actually have a support ult for this first fight, which can be kind of worrying, but we will most likely get our support ults by 1 or 2 fights, since they're already halfway there. Wolverine already used his grab. The Thing also used a shift. Looks like Broly Booster 4 is going to go in for a dive on Invisible Woman. She does use her double jump to get out, though. That's Wolverine ult that gets popped. It does result in 2 people falling. They do have 3 ults up now, and they only used 1 that fight. They actually have 4. They have both their support ults, Phoenix and the Thing. We're about to come up on both of our support ults. We used our Hulk ult to survive. Or wait, no. That was lie. He was getting back into Hulk form out of Bruce Banner. I missaw that. It looks like they're just trying to push us as far into spawn as possible, taking a very aggressive approach with this Magneto Thing combo. Broly Booster 4 is trying to set up to dive that Phoenix off that high ground, as she's providing a lot of pressure to our team. Fall Cinnamon ends up going down to the Magneto, which is unfortunate. We end up popping Hulk ult. That gets their Luna ult forced out. We get our Magneto ult used. We end up killing the Invisible Woman. We pop Phoenix ult as soon as Luna ult goes down. That's Magneto down. Phoenix is really low, but she is getting healed by the Luna. They do hit a big Thing ult, but we have an Invisible Woman ult for it, and we didn't even use our Luna ult. Meaning that we still have a support ult for when they use their Invisible Woman ult. They did get 71% off of it, but they are in a bad ult economy now compared to what we have. They will have Wolverine ults when we don't have any support ults, though, which can be kind of scary. Ooh, we end up falling to an early pick from the Magneto. We end up popping Luna ult. Ooh, we end up just getting melted. And then they pop Wolverine ult. Oh, they don't kill Broly Booster, but he's pretty close to dying. Same with the rest of our team. Our Invisible Woman did come back in time. And we do actually get a pick onto the Luna, and I think we do turn this fight. We got an amazing stun onto Invisible Woman, making the thing peel for her. And then we got a pick on the Magneto and the Phoenix. And the Invisible Woman. And the thing eventually falls on point as well. And now we are in a lot better of an ult economy state. We have almost like 3 ults, and both of our support ults are almost back, and they don't have any support ults.
They do not look happy.
We're also very close to our Hulk ult, which can be a very big ult for just how good Broly Booster 4 can use his ult. It just could allow for him to get a pick on a support in middle of support ult. We get an early pick on their Magneto, meaning that they really can't play up until 90%. We pop Phoenix ult into their backline to get a pick on their supports. That's both supports down and the thing. It looks like their Phoenix is going to have to try to play for touch, but Dune's already vigilant of it. He's already on the Phoenix. And she doesn't even get touch. That is a cap for NDSU. That is a point. We won it with 3 ults. Very nice fight from NDSU. And Dune did get the MVP on Psylocke. Like I was saying, he is absolutely a beast on Psylocke and Bucky. Both of those characters are just his characters alone. Alrighty, that is first match down. Also, to answer your question, yes, bans are double-sided in this mode. So, or wait, are they? I feel like I should know this. Yeah, I think they are. I believe they are. They have to be. Alrighty. Their team does get the pick for the convergence map. I am actually going to start the match. Two, 0, 1. And then proof result, upload. I like doing it on the fly, because then I don't have to worry about uploading like 3 different screenshots all at once. It just makes it a little bit easier for me, especially after stream when I have to, you know, like close off stream and make sure it does everything else correctly. Okay, they chose Clintar, and we want attack first. They chose Clintar, which would be this one. Then team swap since they get attacked first. All are. They do play really well together. They really synergize, it feels like they have that neural link sometimes. It's a little crazy. And both sides are ready, so we're going into the second match. And now going... I don't really know what happened there. It looked like it chilled out, but... I guess just internet spike, maybe? I don't... He must not be playing in the lab, I don't think. Because it didn't look like any of the other players had their ping lag, and I think he was the, one of the players that just didn't want to. They ended up banning Hulk this time. It looks like they just didn't want to deal with it again, which is very unfortunate. I wish I could have watched it again. But we banned the Emma. And if I had to guess, we'll probably protect another Hulk. Oh wait, I forgot. They get protection. So they protect Wolverine. If I had to guess, we're going to protect another tank, is what I meant to say. Oh, we actually protected the Bucky. I see the vision. I see the vision since they did ban Bucky last time. And I think this map can be a little bit harder to play dive on than before. So, especially since now we won't have that dual core with the whole Hulk and Psylocke combo. We did ban the Hela. And they decided to ban Luna Snow. Very interesting. And they're probably, if I had to guess, going to protect a tank of theirs, maybe? Yep, they decided to protect the Magneto. Now, if I had to... Oh, we actually protect the Star-Lord. And our last ban is Jeff. Their ban is Adam Warlock. Okay. Okay. I see the vision.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
Looks like we are going to just be running the Captain America instead. Still keeping with that dive. I know Mr. Broly Booster does love the dive. I think we're probably just going to be playing Rocket for the armor at the beginning. Ooh. Maybe playing Angela? Oh. Looks like we might be running the Cloak and Dagger. We are on attack first. Oh.
Nice working with you, kid.
Counting on you, friends.
Teleporter ready.
Spider-Nest updated. They'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay
Oh,
strong.
Broly Booster is on the one button that I can't really press because it takes a screenshot through Steam.
Let's get out of here.
I'll
But
just...
we're supposed to save the world?
Fine. We'll save the world.
Ooh, Pocky Too Good has the Magneto charm. I actually haven't seen much about it yet, but
The battle
I think it looks very cool, actually. I like it.
4, 3,
Well, we'll spectate Pocky Too Good out of spawn. Looks like we are going to be running the Captain America,
area.
and then we are running the Cloak and Dagger and Invisible Woman.
Oh, Drax is gonna be so mad he missed this. Oh boy. Here they come.
Looks like they're running double shield. Mr. Fantastic as well. Oh. Pocky Too Good is trying to body block their Fantastic into dying. But but he was unable to do it because he just had that shift up, which is alright. We're just trying to stabilize and take more space as we move forward. Dune's putting out a ton of damage. Broly Booster does end up going down, though, to their Invisible Woman. They're still pretty low, though. It looks like they did regain the health that they were going down to. And we did end up going down that time. They do pop the Psylocke ult, which seems a little bit overkill, but she does gain that ult very quickly. They have both support ults, and we're almost to both support ults as well. We have Bucky ult. This is just a very hard choke point to get past, especially with their Psylocke playing on that high ground. They're just being able to pump out damage into our team.
Anyone willing to help?
We popped Invisible Woman ult. They popped Magneto ult and got Cloak and Dagger with it. We pop Magneto ult, looking for a pick. We got a pick on their Cloak and Dagger, meaning that we both don't have support ults. But we do end up going down just because we were at a disadvantage. We were at lower amounts of team members. But we do have both ults. Both of our ult economies are very similar. Their Psylocke is very good, especially at just playing at angles that we can't really get to as easily. We switched off the Magneto to play Thor. I think our idea is just to put out so much damage that we just get through. We're using the Captain America ult to get through onto point. They pop Cloak and Dagger ult. And then we pop it right afterwards. They pop... Oh, they solo ult Fall Cinnamon, but he's able to just get out of there. And we have our Cloak and Dagger ult up already, so... Their Invisible Woman does end up going down. We do pop quite a bit of ults, but we do really need to get past this point. The rest of the map is a little bit more free with how we play. It's just a little bit hard to get past that choke when they're running double shield plus Mr. Fantastic. Looks like they swapped off the Strange to go Groot, but ended up swapping back to the Strange. False Cinnamon is trying to set up to take that high ground, but it looks like the Psylocke is kind of trying to play aggressively. Oh, and Psylocke gets caught out by Dune. Now Dune just has complete access to this high ground, and he's just got free pickings onto their tanks. He got Magneto. Now Pocky Too Good's up in there, dealing damage and taking out their tank. And now we have all this high ground here that we're able to play from. We are going to go back to get more card progress, but we do just get free reign on that high ground since we're able to take it before they can. Not to mention we have Dune and Broly Booster playing up. It's a very good idea for them to play up since they both can initiate that clash with their team up and get armor to help each other out and back up. It looks like we're going to look for a pull, but we do get pushed out by Magneto. But it looks like Pocky Too Good is doing a very similar thing. Their thing came in with his shift. They popped Invisible Woman ult. We popped Invisible Woman ult as well. I could see Dune popping Bucky ult as soon as that goes down. They pop Mr. Fantastic ult. They do take down Pocky Too Good and Dune and IZE. So I think that is going to be a loss for us in that team fight. But we are set up pretty well. We have 4 ults. We're also coming up on Star-Lord ult. They do have some big ults, though. They have Cloak and Dagger. They also have Psylocke, Magneto, and the Thing. Ooh, they pop Psylocke ult to try to get False Cinnamon, and it ends up getting False Cinnamon and Dune. That is a tragic way to start the fight. That ult can be very dangerous in the right hands, and clearly that person does have the right hands. But we are back early since our spawn is just right there. And it looks like Broly Booster is going to try to take advantage of them playing up. We do pop Captain America ult. And it looks like ooh, they pop Cloak and Dagger ult and the Thing ult. We pop Cloak and Dagger ult as well. He's going to look to kill our Cloak and Dagger, but he doesn't get it. It looks like we bursted it. And now Dune is going to play up to try to get a pick onto their supports. They do pop Invisible Woman ult, though. We're just having to kill that Thing before he keeps pummeling our backline. Fall Cinnamon has free reign with his ult. He's up in the air. Oh, they do end up taking him out. But it looks like we get a pick onto the Thing. That's a pretty good trade. We also... Ooh, but Psylocke dives both of our supports and they both go down. That is tragic.
Oh, sweet moves, right?
We do have Strange TP for another fight. We pop Invisible Woman ult early.
Much better.
They don't have any support ults to match this, but it looks like they're just going to try to play back behind the corner. They do have Mr. Fantastic ult and Psylocke ult, which can be very dangerous. Pocky Too Good does go down, but we do get the Mr. Fantastic. Their Psylocke ult goes up. Sadly the Psylocke ult just clears out our team onto the point. We did get it pretty far onto first point, but we will have to play a strong defense onto that first point.
Time to switch things up, including which side you're on. You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
Perfect. Yeah. Alright. So just, yeah, I'll make sure to pass the game to them.
Yeah. Alright. Lots of yeah. It's all kind of whatever.
Alright. Yep, see ya. Alright. Just had to talk to the GOAT, Riley. He works at the esports lab, and we are staying past the time, so I just had to get everyone's key cards ready to hand back to them, since a lot of our team is playing in the lab. Let me switch to our perspective. Looks like we're going to be running the Groot Strange. I think Broly Brewster's Groot does have extreme potential on this point, especially with their Thing. Just simply cutting off his line of sight to jump to any of his teammates is pretty good. Not to mention they're running Mr. Fantastic and Psylocke, which has all right damage potential, but I don't think it has enough to just melt the Groot walls as like Punisher does.
In 5, 4.
We're also running the Star-Lord in the Dune, or in the Bucky, not the
All you
Dune.
need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
That provides us with a lot of damage as soon as wall goes up to just melt whoever gets walled off. Paul Cinnamon is kind of playing up to get poke damage, but he... Ooh. Oh, he gets picked way early. That's not good, but we should just be able to sustain before he gets back. Ooh, we get a pick onto the Psylocke with the Groot ult and the cloak, or Groot wall and the cloak barrier. We also get a pick onto Mr. Fantastic. Pocky 2's good Strange is absolutely amazing. It lends really well to these high damage comps where we're just looking for high amounts of burst damage onto whoever we get walled off. He does also have pretty good defensive capabilities, but... Fall Cinnamon is back by now. We did force out the shift on their Thing, meaning that he has less resources to play aggressive. He does get the... Oh my god, that is a massive Groot ult. Pocky Too Good does go down for it, but everyone else gets cleaned up with a Groot Bucky ult. And Pocky Too Good will be able to get back before they even try to touch point. Dune sadly was not able to go touch their spawn door. He would get picked off for that, which I completely understand. Pocky Too Good should be back. We do have to play a little passive here since we don't have our defensive tank. They really... Oh, they grounded him badly. Ooh, we do pop double support ult, which is not... Oh, they also pop double support ult. They do get our Cloak and Dagger, though. But if we just sustain here and use our... Ooh, they have Punisher ult up. I think that is going to be a team or point loss for NDSU, which is very unfortunate. Yeah, I don't think we go for the touch there. We do have to defend for 4 minutes.
Much better. Oh, did you see that?
Sadly, Pocky Too Good got a faraway spawn, so he is not in the fight yet. We do have both of our DPS ults, and they don't have both their DPS ults. But they're going to be coming up on their thing ult. We do get a pick onto their Bucky early on. The main thing that we just have to watch for is we just really need to just try to sustain on point. We pop Star-Lord ult to just output so much damage onto the field that they need to back up. Ooh, that wall will result in False Cinnamon getting 2 picks. And Dune gets the pick onto the thing. Sadly, he does go down to their Bucky. But we get the Bucky as well, and we have a very advantageous position here. We're allowed to just kind of play down here now and play for walls at that main choke line. Our Magneto's going to play around that corner just because it's the optimal place for him to poke from. Looks like their thing might be going on the high ground. They do pop Cloak and Dagger ult. But we have... Oh my god, he shut down Cloak and Dagger and Punisher at the same time. That is a magnificent play from Pocky Too Good. I cannot believe it. That... If anyone knows how to on Twitch, someone please clip that. That was an absolute wonder of a play. Putting on a masterclass. Oh my god. That was amazing. And just like that, our ult economy is on par with theirs. They only have 1 support ult. And we also have 1 support ult. But they do have Magneto ult. So we do have to watch out for them shutting it down. The thing is forced to sprint out. They pop Magneto ult early, looking for a pick. False Cinnamon just kind of takes that. It allows us to play with our support ults. Ooh, sadly they get Broly Booster, but we do match their support ults, and ours is going to last longer, so I think that should result in us getting a pick onto one of them. We get a pick onto their Invisible Woman, which is massive. Their Magneto's also very low. We just got to watch out for their Punishers, they're able to play up close. Ooh, sadly, Pocky Too Good does go down. Now we just need to wait for one of our tanks to come back, because they have a tank and they have more oppressive power. But Broly Booster 4 should be able to get back. They have their Cloak and Dagger, but we have our Invisible Woman ult. That is their Punisher ult, but we also have Magneto ult up again. We end up not getting the pick on them, but we do pop our Invisible Woman ult and our Star-Lord ult. They do end up getting our Groot, but we should be able to get a pick. Possibly. Oh, sadly, 2 of us get picked, and they have their Cloak and Dagger ult up. Sadly, that is going to be a fight or a game loss for NDSU. Very unfortunate. I think towards the end there, they just were able to get their support ults up a little bit faster than ours, and we were just unable to shut them down as easy as they were able to. It will now be 1-1. That was an absolutely crazy Magneto ult from Pocky Too Good, though. It was just absolute insanity. Oh, I do need to go let one of the players. Yeah, I realized that there was not. No, you're good. That's just why we can't all leave at the same time. Alrighty, let me go upload the results. We haven't picked a map pick yet. We just because we kind of had to. I think we took a bio break for a second. NDSU. Alrighty. Now let me. All right. So now that it is 1-1, and we are going on to Convoy, a map type that we're gonna have to kind of worry about because it seems like they do a little bit better on these payload-centered maps. But I think we can find our playstyle against them in this map specifically because now that we know what they're going to be playing. Might be a little easier to catch them out on their faults with their thing dashing in and being overly aggressive. They do pick. Somebody told me how to say it correctly, but I will not attempt again. Yurgzald. It's fine. It's fine. I cannot pronounce it, so. University of Montana is a very good team and very nice. So that is a very good round from them. They want to attack first, which I believe they do get, right? Yep. This is a very good team we are going up against. And now we are going on to map 3. So, with this, I suspect maybe I could see a Psylocke ban from our side. The Fox's Psylocke was absolutely just like killer on our team, so I think that is something that we really need to watch out for. I forgot who their thing player was. Bet on Hikari. He's also a very good thing player. But I think this is a very evenly matched side from both sides. Looks like they are going to ban the Hulk. We're going to ban the Emma. We decided to protect the Star-Lord. They decided to protect the Phoenix. They decided to ban the Luna Snow. Ugh, a little bit of a mouthful there. They decided to ban the Luna Snow, as I was saying. Our ban is going to be... Drumroll. It's not a drum roll, but that's besides the point. We decided to ban the Thing, which I think is a very good move from our side. He really shuts down our Phoenix and stuff like that. Looks like they're going to protect Venom. or we're going to protect Venom. With the changes that they did to him, I think that's a very good move. I believe those have taken effect. I might be mistaken. We decide to protect the they decide to protect the Magneto. Oh, I'm all over the place. It is maybe it is a little bit past my bedtime. Need to. One of these times I'm gonna wear like pajamas and hold a candle and have a warm glass of milk with me before I stream these games. Jeff. Oh, they accidentally messed up the ban.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
Looks like they're... Oh, how did I end up in, like, streamer mode? There we go. Okay. Sorry, I did not know how I did that. But we banned the Hell as our last pick, so... And we are on defense first. We're going to be running the Magneto, the Thor, Invisible Woman, Cloak and Dagger, Star-Lord, and the Phoenix. Looks like Dune is going to try to match the Phoenix. Try to just tag onto those sidelines and stuff like that. It's a little bit strange. We're actually seeing the Broly Booster 4 on the Magneto instead of seeing Pocky Too Good. But Pocky Too Good is really good at Thor as well. I know there is some UMT fans in the audience, but I am mainly streaming from NDSU side. I do apologize. But this is the NDSU side. You guys are welcome to watch, though. I of course. Ooh, they get a pull onto Pocky Too Good and sadly gets picked. He gets picked. Oh my god, it's bad stutter there. Dune is trying to set up to get a dive onto their backline. Well, we just kind of try to fight off their frontal pressure that they have. They are running the Strange Magneto, meaning that they have that shield pressure. Their Magneto does end up getting Psylocke out. Their Strange is putting a lot of pressure into our Magneto, though. And we... Oh. I think we did have an internet issue there. And sadly, we do go down. That was a weird connection issue, it looked like, from Broly Booster 4's side.
They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them.
They do get first point capture. Ooh, they get an early pick onto False Cinnamon. That is not good. They do hit a Strange ult on both of our supports. We really need to be watching out for their dives onto our backline. They keep getting to our supports and taking them out, and it's leading to our team just getting crippled early on into the fight. Not to discredit their front line, because their front line pressure is also amazing, but it's just the fact that they keep catching out False Cinnamon and also our supports. They do pop in Psylocke ult, and although we get touch, it looks like they're going to capture... Oh, we do get a pick onto their Bucky, but they do capture second point with 5 minutes and 30 seconds. We really need to just full regroup as a team and have a full fight. We keep getting picked off early. It looks like we're kind of stuck behind enemy lines. We weren't able to swap spawns. which is very not good, but if we just use the support ult to get out of there while our team gets there. Sadly, our Cloak and Dagger does go down. They do pop Magneto ult. We pop Magneto ult as well. Their Strange was able to block, though. IZE does get picked by the Psylocke early.
Elements, jerks!
We do pop Psylocke ult and get 2 with it. We get both their supports. And we get their Strange. Wolverine does end up grabbing Dune, but Dune does end up getting him really low. We just have to be careful about playing up. We do end up switching to the Strange Captain America. Ball Cinnamon does end up getting picked early by their Psylocke. Their Wolverine does miss the grab, though. And we do have Captain America ult up, though. We popped the Strange ult to get the rest of the picks off. They popped their Psylocke ult, though, so it does seem like a pretty fair trade. We do have our Psylocke ult coming up, and the Invisible Woman ult. They do have their Strange ult, though, which can be dangerous if their Strange catches our Invisible Woman out before she is able to pop the ult. I think Dune is going to try to set up for an early ult onto their backline in order to have that pressure on them before they are able to play up. Looks like Dune's having a little bit of trouble with that parkour there. Wolverine is in there looking for a grab. He does miss it, but their Strange does pop ult, but we get our Invisible Woman ult out. Sadly, we end up going down. Oh wait, we did not use our Invisible Woman ult. My bad. But Dune does get 2 picks, and their Strange is really low and dies. So although they used their Strange ult, they ended up not getting much value from it. We do have our Invisible Woman ult. We do switch to Ultron instead of our Star-Lord. I think he was just getting a little bit caught out too much, and we want that triple support ult pressure. They pop Cloak and Dagger early. We pop Invisible Woman ult in order to sustain through it. They pop their Invisible Woman ult. We are coming up on our Cloak and Dagger ult. Hopefully we are able to pop it before we end up getting picked off. We do end up popping ours as their Psylocke pops ult. They do pop their Magneto ult, though, and get Claire with it. That's very unfortunate. We're going to have to look for a recontest with Dune. Dune is very close to ult, so we could... Ooh, they end up marking him. They know exactly where he is, but it looks like Pocky Too Good will also be able to get point pressure. It's just the fact of whether or not we were able to hold it with Dune ults. We end up getting both supports with it. And we have both of our tanks on point, and they're very much sustained tanks with Captain America Venom. Strange does pop ult, and they end up falling to... Or Venom ends up falling. Oh, we were not able to pop the Ultron ult, but our Invisible Woman ult gets back. We're able to stall for a little bit longer, especially since our Cloak and Dagger got back. Looks like Venom might be able to get back for another recontest. And he has ult. Ooh, sadly he gets dragged off of point by Venom, but we were able to whittle down their time to 1 minute and 5 seconds. This is very winnable for us.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one. attack. Get ready.
Step aside.
I'm impressed, kid. That's some serious tech you're wearing there.
It's more than just a suit of armor. Spider's my partner. Kind of like your tree.
That tree is a Flora Colossus, and his name is Groot.
We are setting up early to have our armor as we walk out. I believe we're going to be running a very similar to thing as we were running at the end of that last round. I think False Cinnamon's Ultron is good here. They do end up switching to Punisher to have a hit scan on him, though, which can be very dangerous, but the main reason that we're playing Ultron here is just to have that, with how fast he gains ult, he just kind of will have that permanent pressure. Of course, you do kind of trade the lack of healing for that, but he also just puts out, like, decent damage. Dune is doing a good job of contesting Fox on the Psylocke high ground. Ooh, sadly he gets caught out trying to dash another direction and ends up falling. Broly Booster also ends up going down. But we're already 67 to Ultron ult. They are going to play very aggressive to get the rest of the picks, though.
Gone? How? Here they come now.
I have become vulnerable. I feel like myself
Get
again.
that vehicle moving again.
Punisher is playing up close, but he does get enough sustain to get out. Psylocke pops ult early. They do pop Invisible Woman ult to sustain through. We do get Punisher ult. If we just sustain here and use only that Strange ult. They also use Psylocke ult, though, so we might need to use more. They end up catching out Broly Booster and are Pocky too good. They pop Ultron ult for False Cinnamon's ult, and he ends up going down as well. It's very unfortunate.
That's a bad job. Thanks.
We really need to back out of this fight. It's dangerous for us to stay in any longer.
I feel like myself again. Oh, here they are now.
Dune did a good job of forcing their Psylocke off of ult. Their Strange does pop ult, but dies for it. We have Magneto ult. Oh, and it gets blocked, sadly. But we are able to deny that Punisher as much value as possible with our double shield comp that we have right now. We just have to be careful about the amount of pressure that they're able to put onto us. They do pop Cloak and Dagger ult, but we have our Psylocke ult that we're able to get a pick onto their Invisible Woman through it. I don't think we're going to be able to kill their Cloak and Dagger, but their ult will be down soon. Sadly, we missed the Strange ult, but we do get a pick onto the Cloak and Dagger.
You shall not be harmed.
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
Help. So cold.
Only 60 seconds left.
Their Psylocke did go for touch, but does get picked off. We decided to switch off the Ultron and go back to Star-Lord. I think the overall pressure that Star-Lord ult can provide is more valuable than Ultron. Plus, he's kind of getting shut down from the Punisher, just simply being a hit scan and all. It's a little bit harder to play those flying-based characters. We do have Magneto ult, and they also have Magneto ult. They do have a support ult, though, and we do not yet, which is a scary thing. They do also have Psylocke ult, and we don't, but we're very close to Fall Cinnamon having ult. We dodged the Psylocke ult perfectly with our cloak, meaning that we are in the ult economy plus now, especially since we have Invisible Woman ult now. They use Magneto for Fall Cinnamon's ult, but don't end up getting the pick on him. And Strange goes down trying to get the pick. They pop Invisible Woman ult. And we get a pick onto Psylocke as she tries to get into the Invisible Woman ult. Oh, and we get a pick onto the Cloak and Dagger and just get in there and dive their supports. Then we get Magneto. That looks like it's going to be second point capture for us. And we're going into this third point with a positive ult economy with our Invisible Woman ult, our Strange ult, our Cloak and Dagger ult, and our Magneto ult. Their Strange does go in for a touch, but we use our Invisible Woman ult, and then we use our Strange ult. Oh, we use our Cloak and Dagger ult as well, but I guess they also did, and we used our Magneto ult to get theirs. Not the best usable support ults, but still very good. Both teams now just have no ults, so we're at the neutral point. They're back onto the Mr. Fantastic, and he's very close to ult, but our Psylocke's also very close to ult, and in my opinion, Psylocke ult is better than Mr. Fantastic ult. It does a lot more damage, and the way that Dune's been using it, it allows him to just pick off those two supports a lot easier. They are on the Bucky now instead of the Psylocke. He is 50 to ult, but so is their Magneto. We are very close to Fall Cinnamon also having ult, and that can be very oppressive, especially since they don't have any support ults. We just gotta watch out to them pushing around him with Magneto. We do end up getting caught out early by their Mr. Fantastic on Psylocke, which is unfortunate. We also get picked off by their Magneto. I think we just played a little bit too overly aggressive with too minimal resources. But now we have 2 ults. They actually have 4 ults up and going, but we're about to have 4 as well. The only concern is that they're about to come up on their second support ult, and we are only like 10% behind, which we can catch up. The main thing that we just need to try to get something out of Psylocke ult before they, Ooh, sadly we get shut down by Magneto as he tries to go in for it. Thankfully it didn't cancel his ult, but they do also use... Okay, they just used Mr. Fantastic, Strange, and Bucky. They do have both support ults, but so do we. It looks like we're gonna... If we do end up full capping, we are gonna get less time than them. We do have all 6 of our ults, so it's just about rationing them for the last 2 fights of this point. Bucky's looking... Oh, Bucky got picked off for just playing the off angle for a little bit too long. Fall Cinnamon goes in and pops ult. We also pop Strange ult. We get the Invisible Woman as she pops Invisible Woman ult. They pop Magneto ult as well. They end up not getting anybody with it though, and it looks like we're going to be able to get a pick onto their Cloak and Dagger. Oh, she got bubbled, but so did Fall Cinnamon. We do pop Psylocke ult to just clear up the rest of the fight. Mr. Fantastic is getting sustained, but it looks like it should be fine. We'll go for the Strange Porter early on, so then they can't really play up while we're on full cap. I think Strange Portal will go down in time, though, where they will get a recontest, which can be dangerous. It looks like Dune might be... Ooh, actually, it looks like we might be able to get... Ooh, no, they do get touch. We did pop Cloak and Dagger ult early, though, so the Strange ult doesn't really do much. We do get picked off. We pop our Strange ult, and it gets both their supports. Both their supports are down. Now it's just about sustaining onto point, while slowly eliminating their Mr. Fantastic and Magneto. And it looks like we are going to full cap. Sadly, we do not have time, so they will have 2 minutes over our 1 minute. But it is very winnable for NDSU. Especially with how fast we played that first point, I think we have a very strong chance of just plowing through their first defense. The only problem with that is they're probably going to be running the Mr. Fantastic now with the double shield, and that can be kind of a hard defense to just like break through in a very quick instant. Usually it requires a few support ults or a DPS ult or something, but I think it's a very close match from both sides. We are going to get our armor early.
30 seconds before you attack.
They are going to be running the Mr. Fantastic. The changes that they brought to him in 4.5 are very good. It allows for a lot of the no regs that you would get originally on Mr. Fantastic to be mitigated, and you get a lot more hits now and get your ult a lot faster. So I see why they're running it here. Basically just running a third tank, but with the DPS and almost the CC potential of a full-blown DPS.
Only 60 seconds left. Help get that vehicle to its destination.
Oh, Drax is gonna be so mad he missed this.
Looks like we are already set up to go on their supports, and Invisible Woman got to half already. We do kind of have to fall back since they're able to put out a lot of damage onto us. The only problem here is that they're going to rely a lot on Mr. Fantastic, kind of stopping Dune from getting into their backline. That's a Magneto bubble down onto one of their allies.
I'm trying to help. Down to 30 seconds.
We do have this high ground controlled pretty good. The only concern is with the Mr. Fantastic, they're able to put a lot of pressure onto our shield tanks. Looks like Broly Booster 4s are trying to push through. We get a pick onto their Mr. Fantastic. Now if we just stabilize and play very aggressively... Wow, they already have a Cloak and Dagger ult, but they're Strange anti'd themselves, and we pop Strange ult to make sure that they just can't get any value from it. We do pop Invisible Woman ult just to make sure nobody else goes down into the fight. But that is going to be a team wipe on NDSU here. So it looks like we're going to be able to get 1 point capture at the very least. I think their Mr. Fantastic might go for a recontest at the very last second, though. Oh, especially since they're going for a Strange Portal here. We popped Fall Cinnamon's ult very early. We pop Magneto ult as well. They bubble her. They pop shields. We do end up getting their Psylocke, though. And we have our own Cloak and Dagger ult up. We do get picked off by a Strange ult and Mr. Fantastic ult, but we have our own Psylocke ult to clear up point. We get a double pick. We get a pick onto their tanks. Now it is just simply their Cloak and Dagger, and we have first point. They are coming up on Psylocke ult, but we do capture first point, and that amount of leverage is going to hopefully take us a long way. The only concern is their Psylocke ult is coming up, and we have to very much watch out for that. Try to shut it down early before she can get into position to kill both supports with it. Seeing this Psylocke player, they can get into those types of positions very quickly. I see Broly Boosters 4 is already paranoing out for it. Fall Cinnamon gets the pick early, shutting down their main ult. And now we're able to just play aggressively without the threat of both of our supports going down because of it. We also get a pick onto their Mr. Fantastic. We're able to play up here. We also have 3 ults actually almost soon. We're almost close to Magneto. We're not going to be able to kill that ult, but we do have Invisible Woman ult to sustain through it. We also got Psylocke ult out with it. Psylocke ult does get 2 picks, sadly, on both supports. We are coming up on Magneto ult. We're looking to support both of our supports, but get a pick onto one of theirs. It looks like there's a connection issue going on. What is this? Oh. It looks like we're still on point. That was a weird connection issue. We got Cloak and Dagger ult up before they have Magneto ult. They do have Invisible Woman ult, though. We almost got the pick on Cloak and Dagger, but it looks like she's able to sustain through it. We just really have to watch out for when they pop ult. We have Dune ults. We get both their supports, meaning that they won't have a support ult for this next fight. Ooh, but we do get picked off twice. We get 3. Ooh, sadly we do go down in the end. They do just have too much frontal pressure. But we did push halfway through second point. That was a very close match. Very intensive. Wow. This is a very close match. Very good. And I'm simply excited to see this next round. Looks like they're going to try to run a similar thing on attack, but instead of the Psylocke running the Bucky, maybe. Ooh, and instead of running the Mr. Fantastic, running the Punisher. I think their goal with the Punisher is to try to get that shot. Ugh. I have to take a chill pill. I was doing too much screaming. I'm starting to stutter. I think their goal with the Punisher is probably to get the one-shots on the Cloak and Dagger ult and maybe even the Invisible Woman ult if they're able to get close enough with the shotgun. But with us running both double shields, I think it might be a little bit harder to get to our supports like that. With how quick Dune is farming ults, I think his ult is going to be the main benefactor of getting picks and like stopping their push as they're getting it going.
This world is full
But
of dangers. I could never
yeah, this is such a good match. I'm glad UMT and NDSU are here to play this out. I'll start out spectating Dune.
You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
These other worlds where I do not exist.
I'm going to help.
We already started picking at both their Punisher.
Much better.
Better stop that vehicle.
Looks like we're going to try to hold the other height instead of playing on that right angle. It doesn't allow for us to have a lot of pressure onto them. Where with here we can shut down anyone else trying to take that height. It's a very crucial point of this map. Their Strange is trying to play up for a pick, but it looks like he got pushed back. Ooh, False Cinnamon does get picked early, which is unfortunate, but if we just stall out on point until overtime... We do get Invisible Woman ult already. We pop Cloak and Dagger, or they pop Cloak and Dagger ult, but we get a pick on 2 of them before they're able to save them with Cloak and Dagger. So we are up in this team fight. They pop Bucky ult to get a pick onto our Invisible Woman ult, though. They do get a pick on both their supports, but we do end up shutting that down. And we are able to get a pick on their Strange. And we are able to play up even though we have no supports. I don't think we're going to last very long up there, but... Yeah, we both go down, but we do have 3 support, or a support ult, and then we have Psylocke and Magneto. They are coming up on the Magneto Strange ult, and Punisher ult. They do have the Invisible Woman ult. It looks like we're going to go for a recontest with our tanks TPing in, and Dune looking for a Psylocke ult as soon as they have touch, and it's confirmed. Ooh, sadly he gets shotgunned down. I think we're just letting them pop as many ults as possible. They don't have a support ult anymore. They do have Punisher and Strange's ult, but we don't have a support ult either. We have Psylocke, Magneto, and soon Strange, and Star-Lord. Now, that is so much pressure that I think if we just survive here and are able to play a match where they don't get support ults before we pop our ults, and even if they do, if we're able to get a pick with the Magneto ult, I think it could lead to us securing it before they're able to get in there. We do pop Star-Lord ult into their Punisher ult. Looks like they're full protecting their Star-Lord, or their Punisher, I mean. We get a pick onto both their supports. We also pop Strange ult to get a massive stun on their entire team. They pop Strange ult as well, though. But it doesn't get as many, it gets Dune. And that looks like that is going to be a win for NDSU. Such a close match. Absolutely amazing work from both teams. Wow. Absolute thriller of a match. I can't believe it. Such a good match from both sides. Dune with the MVP on Psylocke. 61-11. Let me pull up the full stat cards at the end there. Holy. Fox with 57 as well. Their Magneto with 58. We with 52, 38, 61. We just... absolute crazy match from both sides. I can't believe it. Wow. Absolute thrill. This is why I love casting. Absolute amazing match. Wow. I'm still in shock. So good. That is I'm speechless. I hope I speak for both sides when I say that match is just fun to watch no matter which side you're rooting for. It's just crazy. Really shows the prowess that both these teams bring to the table with their comps that they run and the players on their team. University of Montana does get the next pick, and it will be a domination map from the maps that are remaining. absolutely crazy. I am actually, they picked Hell's Haven. I am going to call a bio break real quick. I have to go run to the restroom. Alrighty, I am back. That was, like I said, absolutely crazy match. But now I believe we are ready for the next match. Let me just because a bio break usually lasts like 5 minutes, so then everyone can go to the bathroom real quick. I'm gonna upload results. It's actually it's just so crazy how much like just I don't even know. I'm at a loss for words for how just insane that game was. Like it just I don't know. It just that like our hold on defense there for when they were in overtime just shows that alt economy is like the main thing in this game, and denying the enemy team's alt economy is simply just how to win games sometimes. Uh, I just a very good match from both sides, very enjoyable. It is not over yet. There is still another round that must be played. So everyone else is in, right? Okay. Alrighty. Now it's time to Ask if everyone's ready. Just, I feel like that's a good little time to have a good little break after how intense that match was. Looks like everyone's ready, so we are going to go into the next match. Now, I feel like our NDSU does really shine on control point domination maps. But I will not discredit the amount of brawl prowess that UNT has brought to the table here. Ooh, looks like they might be running the Namor Hella. They did just get a new team up. I believe it's active and in play as of now. If you don't know it, it allows Namor to have a very quick, almost one-shot combo. We decided to protect the Luna this time. They did ban the Bucky. They decided to protect the Hella. We did also ban the Emma, but that just kind of goes to say... Ooh, they decided to ban the Psylocke. They decided to ban the Namor, which I think is a very smart move since they did protect the Hela there, so... if you guys don't know, the Namor team-up allows him to have a pseudo one-shot where he can throw his secondary fire spear and then use the team-up and then have one squid shoot at them once and it will instantly kill a squishy character. It's a very good team up for Namor, I feel. It also applies anti-heal. Well, not reduced healing, I should say. It's not a full anti. They decided to protect the thing, and we decided to protect the Bucky, seeing as that's probably what Dune's going to play. They decided to ban the Star-Lord. And I think their ban, or our last ban, will... Actually, I don't know what it could be. I don't know. We'll have to see. And we decided to ban the Wolverine. I think that's a very smart move. I think,
Pick your hero or villain.
Ooh, it looks like we might be running the Punisher. We do get to play the Luna now. So it looks like we're going to get to play the Luna Invisible. No, Daredevil is not able to be played right now. I see you on the Daredevil, Tib. Get out of here. Get out! Daredevil is not able to be played yet. 2 more weeks. Well, 1 more week after this, but then he'll be able to get played, which will be very exciting. I know a few people on NDSU are planning to. Well, I shouldn't say a few people. I know Fall Cinnamon might be in the works about learning how to play Daredevil and learning how to play him very well. So I'm excited to see if that gets run into the high level organization play that we're in right now, where people are more aware of when you're using cooldowns and when to attack you and when not to. It looks like we're probably going to be running the Groot and Thor with Fall Cinnamon on Hawkeye, which we don't usually see a lot, but he is very good at Hawkeye. I have to say, his Hawkeye is underrated in my opinion. We are also running the Bucky. Broly Booster 4 is cranking 90s. This guy's this guy's Groot is also severely underrated. As you guys saw on that last map that he was playing it occasionally. It is pretty good. With this map, Thor does get a lot of free reign to play high up. Sadly, Thor does get shut down kind of early by just getting shielded off, which is unfortunate. They do have a lot of damage with the Hela Punisher. I think because they just got a pick onto Pocky Too Good really early, they were able to play up. It looks like he switches to the Magneto now, and I think Fall Cinnamon is going to switch to the Punisher as well, to just up the amount of damage that we have outputting. We also switched off of the Groot to Captain America to hopefully dive their high damaging targets as well as their supports.
Nice deep freeze.
They are going to have Invisible Woman ult first. But if Broly Booster dives and gets it out very quickly... Ooh, that's an unfortunate freeze on him. But he does get out into the sustain.
I like the cold.
That's what I needed.
We do have both support ults. They're also at both support ults. We pop Invisible Woman ult. Sadly, Dune does get picked off early. But we do get a pick onto their Punisher before they pop an ult. They do look for a strange ult, and they do hit a support, but it looks like we're able to care them with our support ults. And we get a pick onto their Invisible Woman ult. We also Punisher ult to just clear out the area. They pop their Luna ult. They pop Magneto ult as well and get our Luna as soon as she gets out of ult. Fall Cinnamon does go down, and oh my god, it looks like Olive looks just sweeps up with Magneto.
Be your best self.
We do have 2 ults, but so do they, and they have a support ult as well. They have their Invisible Woman ult that they did not use. We have Bucky ult. They have Punisher ult though, which is very concerning.
Hostile forces incoming. That's the boost I needed.
We do pop Captain America ult to just get that opener into the point. They do rip the Punisher ult early though, which is very concerning to Broly Booster 4, where he's trying to play... Ooh, he does get a pick onto the Hela though. Sadly, Magneto and Invisible Woman do go down to the Punisher, but Punisher also goes down in the process. Both the supports are looking low, but we kind of just need to force out both their tanks. We do Strange ult just to get back very quickly.
By the eye of Agamotto.
They've missed the Strange ult because Pocky Too Good is just putting up an absolutely insane... Ooh, that was an insane shot from their Hela. Their Luna does pop ult. We do move on to next objective. It looks like we're switching off the... Oh, never mind. Looks like that was just for point contest. We do have Invisible Woman ult, and they don't have a support ult to start out the fight with, but I think we do just kind of need to run the double shield to match what they're running with their double shield with the Punish, or with the Strange and then the Magneto. It gives a lot of defensive abilities to protect your supports.
I'll be sure to remember that. And when it does, I'll be ready.
We are also very close to the Luna ult. We generally have the better support ult economy going into this next round.
All you need to do is capture the mission area.
But we do just have to watch out for their Punisher that can simply just like shut down support ults very quickly.
I feel like myself again.
Our enemies are near.
That Hela is very dangerous with her... Ooh, we almost got the Punisher pick early on into the fight. We popped Strange ult early. Ooh, and Pocky Too Good gets a 3k with it.
I was worried.
Oh, also Dune swapped to the Hela instead of
Why would I need healing?
playing Bucky, and Fall Cinnamon is now on the Bucky. It looks like Broly Booster 4 knows where this Hela is and is just trying to scout her out. We do get a pick, which means that they are down one at starting out this fight. That means that they'll probably look for an early pick onto our team, but the more likely scenario is they just end up waiting for her to come back. We have 3 ults, and they also have 3 ults. Actually, we have Hela ult out as well now, but they're coming up on the Punisher ult, which is a very dangerous ult to have at their will.
That's what I needed.
Ooh, sadly we get picked off by the Hella. We just wide swinged a little bit too far in. They do pop the Punisher ult. Ooh, and we get it early on. They pop Strange ult as well and get not very much value with it. I think we have gained a little bit more of an understanding of how they... we just need to try to throw at that Magneto ult as soon as possible, but also not as soon as they pop the Punisher ult, because then it's a little bit too obvious and they can instantly use those defensive abilities on him. We do still have 3 ults. We have Hela, we have Bucky, and we have Invisible Woman. They just popped their Luna ult to probably get their Hela in a better position to use ult. We use Strange ult. We also use Hela ult, which will just... oh, and we use Bucky ult to get a 3k with it. They use Punisher ult, or Hela ult, Magneto ult, and also get a pick with it. Ooh, our Magneto does go down, but their Magneto falls off the map. It does end up looking like they are going to capture with 2 people. I think we are going to look to Strange Porter early onto the fight, maybe. We don't really have any ults to start out this fight, but we... ooh, I think getting in their face is at an advantage here. We do get a pick onto their Punisher. We just need to sustain. We're actually going back to spawn to sustain. We actually get capture as well. They popped Invisible Woman ult. So if we just simply reset and go into this fight, we have Magneto ult and we're at 99%. They don't have many ults to contest us. They're coming up on Strange and they'll probably have Punisher very soon. We just got to make sure that we don't get picked off early by their Hela or their Punisher, who hit really good shots. Looks like we're protecting Dune to allow him to swing out a little bit longer. I think we're mainly holding Magneto ult for when they get their Punisher ult and get advantageous enough to swing on us. Which is now. Ooh, sadly they do get the bubble off right when we're looking to get that pick, but we do have Luna ult for their Strange ult, and we have our own Luna or Strange ult. We get a pick onto their Luna, but they do pop Invisible Woman, and we don't have our Invisible Woman into the fight yet. Meaning we just have to sustain. Their Strange gets a little bit too aggressive though, and we have Hela ult. They do have Magneto ult though. We do have point capture right now, so it's just a matter of trying to stall until our Invisible Woman gets back. I think we're just going to have to reset on this fight. We do have Invisible Woman and Punisher, however. And Bucky. They do have a Luna ult coming up, which can be very dangerous. But I think with the Invisible Woman... oh, no, we get picked off early because we were playing on the left angle. So now we do just have to kind of wait for next point. Dune is going to go on to the off angle here and look for an early pick. Ooh, sadly False Cinnamon gets picked off early, but we get a Punisher ult in return. They pop Luna ult and we pop Invisible Woman ult. Sadly our Hela gets picked off, but we have Magneto and we popped it. Ooh, and we popped Strange, so they're down too. They're also down their Invisible Woman who is close to ult. Their Strange is still on point, meaning that they won't be able to get Strange TP back. We do get to pick on Strange. Hopefully we kill their Magneto before their Strange respawns. It looks like their Strange was able to respawn, so there might be a recontest with Portal coming up. We do have Bucky, but we have to be careful of their Invisible Woman ult. We do have our Luna ult, however, which we do pop. They do have Magneto ult, but they do miss... oh, never mind. They do not miss it. We do pop our Bucky ult, however, and it doesn't hit our Strange... or... ooh. Sadly, that does look like it is going to be a University of Montana win on this domination map. Since we do not get the Strange TP quick enough. We just... did not kill Magneto quick enough, and their Stranger's able to get that TP back onto point, which is very unfortunate for us, but now we are back to the game mode convergence. So now it is 2-2. This is a very back and forth match. It's just push and pull. I think the Hella on their side was just absolutely crazy and put out so much damage. Their Magneto was also just absolutely insane. UMT is asking for a bio break real quick, so let me respond, of course. That will allow me to update the NECC page. It is neck and neck. So now both teams have gotten to 2-0 on domination. And now it's brought back to convergence, which we do get the map pick of. But this is going to be the last round. And I thank you all for coming out to this amazing spectacle match and being present, both people for NDSU and the people for UMT. Both these teams are absolutely amazing, so I thank you all for coming out. But yeah, this next match, or this next round, will be the last one. You're hot and you're... Oh, wait, no. Wait. No, I logged out of the Spotify on this, sorry. I was going to try to pull up some copyright-free music, but... Let me... let's see. How can I pass the time? It is now 11 p.m. Oh, I do have to let one of my players in. I'll be right back. So tired. I gotta say, I know that my voice will be dead tomorrow because usually I'm not up till 11 p.m. screaming. Usually I'm up till midnight just talking normally. Or just sitting in silence in my room, but I do not mind doing this as an alternative. I very much enjoy watching the amazing gameplay that we have been showing. Let me actually, while we are waiting for people to get back, I can pull up the clips that people have gotten. That is true. I do see that people do want the UMT Emma Frost, but just know that the NDSU Hulk is permabanned, which is a tragedy. Sorry if you were able to hear that. I'm just looking at the old clips. That is true. The it is also past my bedtime, if I'm gonna be honest. Oh crap. No. My bad. Wait. They haven't. Okay. They picked Wakanda. I will just simply figure this all out early or later. Um, Convergence, Wakanda, confirm. Wait a minute. Yeah, wait, no. UMT picks side. I would love to get the clips that we have gotten today and post them in our competitive server, because then I can actually maybe edit them together at the end of the season. Oh, thank you, Thunderbird. The UMT picks to attack first, so we are all set up for our last and most intense final round, most likely. So okay, NDSU is ready. Also, not to okay, don't take this like the wrong way, but I thought UMT was gonna end up streaming one of their matches. So they messaged, like, because you have to ask before you cast a match. I'll start up so then we can get going. But they you have to ask before you stream. So I thought that they would be streaming it as well, because they said they were going to, but don't take this in offense. I love having enemy team watchers also on the stream, because it brings both sides' perspectives to the match and allows for, it is competitive, but it's a friendly gathering of people that love this game and want to keep playing it competitively for their college. So I like seeing both sides of people coming into the stream. Hulk is still on the permaban, and I'm guessing Emma is also on the permaban. Yep. Which is completely alright. We protect the Star-Lord. If I had to guess, they're gonna protect maybe the Namor, or maybe the Hela, either or. They decided to protect the Hela. I think we might be going for the Thing ban. I could see that being the next one. Ooh, I forgot that they actually get a ban after that as well. They banned Psylocke. So Dune will not be able to play the Psylocke here. We decided to ban the Namor. Our pick to protect is going to be Luna. Their pick to protect is going to be the Thing. And their final ban is, drumroll, Bucky. They're going for Dune's throat with these bans, banning the Psylocke and the Bucky, but we ban the Magneto, which will free up our support ults and not have to worry about them getting one shot by Magneto as much. But that makes the question of, are they just going to run the Punisher to try to go for the one shot, or are they going to maybe run I guess I don't really know what the alternative would be to not running the Punisher for the one shot to try to get those support shutdowns, which, although still a viable option, it's a little bit more shaky than just the simple Magneto ult onto the supports. I feel like the Magneto ult is a little bit more consistent than the Punisher shotgun, because getting that close to some, like a support and a support ult can be kind of dangerous, especially with just like their entire team, especially in like a Luna ult. Sometimes you'll be switching to the damage boost and you can just get clipped out if you just get too close to that ult simply. But I think with the False Cinnamon on Star-Lord and at the end of the day, Pocky is simply too good. That's the thing.
You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
False Cinnamon is playing on the flank, and we are destroying the bridge.
Good medicine.
Looks like they're running the Venom Strange while we're running the Strange Groot. Taking two different perspectives. Ooh, we do get a pick onto their Strange thanks to False Cinnamon coming in and dealing damage with the rest of the team. It's just so much burst damage that it just shuts down their potential. They are running the Venom Hela team up, which can be pretty dangerous for if you just get it tossed into your entire team. The Venom's going in for a dive, but he already gets his shield melted and he's put to one shot, but he does end up going back to his team and is able to get sustained for it. The Hela E does go out. It just hits our tanks though, so they're able to just kind of live through it. It looks like they're going to try to take that right side, which isn't a bad idea. It looks like Pocky Too Good isn't going to use his shift to get up there. And Venom does pop his ult and end up getting two people with it, but Broly Booster 4 does pop his ult and get one. Sadly, I think that will result in a lost fight for NDSU. They did pop two ults to get that, but we also popped two. We popped our Cloak and Dagger and our Groot. We're not going to be able to get Strange TP, so we just cancel it. We're playing it up here is a little bit better of a choice from us. It's going to be a little bit dangerous, though, to get to that other side. We need to make sure that we don't linger out into the open a little bit too much. Sadly, we get picked off. We have Hela, Strange, and Luna ult coming up on Star-Lord ult as well. They do have Punisher ult, though, that is going to be kind of devastating. We end up killing Venom, though, and we pop Luna ult in order to sustain through it. We're going to look for a Strange ult onto both their supports, and we get it. We get a triple kill with it, and they pop their Strange ult as well, but we simply just have too much damage, and we just melt him through it. We did pop Star-Lord ult there as well, so we do only have Hela ult. Well, they have Hela ult and Luna ult. But we are coming up on our Cloak and Dagger ult in 40%. But they switched off the Invisible Woman to play Cloak and Dagger as well. Looks like they're trying to match our supports. Because of that, we actually have, I wouldn't say ult advantage, but we are creeping on to getting ult advantage with our supports. It all depends on when their Luna decides to pop ult. They just decided to pop ult. We kill Venom as he pops ult. We are able to cancel it. They do get a pick onto Broly Booster, sadly. We pop Cloak and Dagger ult. We also pop Hela ult. They do also pop Hela ult though, so it's an even trade. They do have Cloak and Dagger ult for next fight though, which is very concerning. But we do have Groot ult, so if we're able to just get them out of the Groot ult or out of the Cloak and Dagger ult, we should be able to secure a fight win, even though they do have a support ult over us. They are coming up on Punisher ult as well. They pop the Cloak and Dagger ult. We actually hold our Groot ult, and I think we're just going to try to give space for it. They are putting out a lot of damage with their Venom. I don't know if we're going to be able to sustain through it. It looks like actually we were able to... Oh, never mind. We were almost able to. I think if we just recuperate here, and we might be able to get a recontest with Strange. They pop their Punisher ult, which is going to do a lot of damage to us. Ooh, we do get melted out, even through our Luna ult, but we get a 3k. We get, oh my god, we team wipe with our Groot ult. Very nice contest from NDSU. We are in the ult deficit now, but we do stop them from being able to capture this next point, and they don't have any support ults. So the fact that they have both tank ults, we can try to avoid them the best we can. We also have both DPS ults, so we might just be able to out DPS them. Their Venom is probably going to look for an ult onto our backline to get both of our supports. I don't put it past him to know the one-shot combo with his tactical thing. They pop Strange ult. They all have reduced healing now, and that does look like that is just going to be an end fight. Dune does end up taking 2 with him, but he does go down. We do have Fall Cinnamon's ult, but we also have Cloak and Dagger ult. We do not get recontest, but we are just going to swing around and hold this corridor. Look for maybe an early pick onto the Venom, since we did get a freeze on him. We did get that early pick onto Venom. So now we're able to play up without their second tank. That is the Hella E that goes out. They do have their Cloak and Dagger ult soon to match. We pop ours, and they're probably going to pop theirs a little soon after. Yep. But we are... Ooh, we're very close to being able to get a pick there. We are unfortunately forced out to not get it, but we do have our own Strange ult. Ooh, we do get melted out, though. They pop their Hella ult, and it looks like that's just going to kind of be a clear for NDSU. We just kind of need a full reset. Fall Cinnamon is in a weird predicament with their enemy Strange. I think he does get caught out there. We might have just had to take the death a little bit earlier. But we do have 4 ults. They do have 3 though as well. Coming up on Strange. We pop our Strange ult to start out the fight. They pop Punisher ult. We pop our Luna ult. Our Punisher does, or their Punisher does kill Fall Cinnamon through it. They pop Venom ult and Strange ult. It's a devastating combo here. We do have Hella ult up though, so we do get 2. It's just about whether or not we can get recontest, and if we can stall the recontest for a while.
Here they come.
We do not get recontest. Very tragic. I think we just didn't have enough faith that we would be able to stall there long enough. But it is at 43 seconds on their side, so it looks like not. Actually, I won't say it to. I don't want to jinx us, but I could see another overtime match possibly happening, which could be very exciting. They're going to be running a similar comp. Looks like Pocky Too Good is also going to be playing the Venom. I think we might be running... We were debating between Double Dive and just running the Venom Groot, but I think the Groot is a good idea. The changes that they made to Venom's ult makes it very, very dangerous to just, like... just very dangerous in general, actually. Like, it makes it almost into like a kill ult if combined with anything else, or if even the Venom hits multiple other people. I think it very much is a good change to Venom, because even from the start, I haven't really liked Venom as much as, like, say, like, Captain America or Hulk, but I think this is a good change in Venom's direction. We are going to be running the same support backline. We're running the Hela Star-Lord while they're running the Hela Punisher. And of course, they're running the Strange instead of the Groot for our side. We are just going to break through this wall here. It's a little secret path that not many people know about. It also just opens up for a little bit more cover to be played around, especially since with Groot, you kind of need to look for just, like, walls. Ooh, we get a pick onto... Oh, we get a pick onto 4 of them! Oh, Lord, that was a absolutely perfectly executed play by NDSU. Unbelievable. Very nice from our side. I think they might try to Strange TP. Actually, no, it does not look like they're going to try to Strange TP. Pocky Too Good is trying to get the Punisher out early, but I don't believe he is going to be able to. He kind of has to play for his own cover to sustain. That was a very good bubble, very strategic bubble. We do get picked off by the Hela early, which is unfortunate. But we are in there on Venom. Their Cloak and Dagger got really low, but sadly Pocky Too Good does go down, but their Venom also goes down, but our Hela also goes down. Now it's just kind of a thing of whether or not we can sustain until our Venom comes back and we have that opening punch to start out the fight. Which it looks like we were able to. Nobody else died, and now Pocky Too Good is back, and their Venom is not yet. We get a pick onto their Punisher, and it looks like in a singular fight, or in a singular ult, that's just going to be team wipe. Meaning that we have a very good ult economy going on right now. They popped Hell ult as well, so it's a 1-to-1 ult trade there. They are going to be coming up on the rest of their ults, the same as we are. It's just about what ults they've decided to pop first and how they decide to use it. It looks like the Venom went for a little cheeky stall on the back line before kind of taking his position. They popped Strange and Punisher to start out the fight. We had to pop both support ults to try to sustain through both of it. We also popped Groot ult. We get 2 picks. We get both their tanks before they pop a Cloak and Dagger ult. That doesn't mean that the fight's over yet, though, because they do have that sustain that our team is now out of. Ooh, we also get a pick on the Punisher before Invisible Woman ult can go up. And it's looking like we'll get point capture as soon as Invisible Woman ult does go down. Especially with how aggressive Pocky Too Good is able to play now. That was a very good executed play from NDSU. We also popped Hela ult to make sure that we just wipe the team before they are able to come back and recontest with anything else that they might have. They do have the Hela ult over us now, though, but we do have a Venom ult to match it. It looks like Pocky Too Good might have... Ooh, he got the early pick on Hela for simply just daring to play a little bit far up. Not even very far up, like, just daring to play on the field in general. Now Pocky Too Good will be stalking up above, looking for his next pick. I gotta say, they did switch to the Thing instead of running the Venom. I gotta say, I do enjoy watching him play the Venom as well. Ooh, and they get both supports with the amazing ult from Pocky Too Good. And it looks like he's going to be able to kind of clean up the rest of the team. They sadly don't get the pick on the Thing, but I think they're able to just kind of hold up here, especially with the amount of ults that they have. The enemy team doesn't really have that many ults ready, seeing as they're trying to switch to look for a solution. We pop our Cloak and Dagger ult, and we're able to get the Punisher out of turret before he's even able to start shooting. And it looks like that's going to be a clean capture from NDSU with exactly 3 minutes above UMT, meaning that it'll be a 4-minute to 1-minute attack. And seeing as UMT or Griz Maroon does have the less amount of time, they are going to get the first attack phase. Now, I think we could see a change in what UMT is going to be running. Seeing maybe the thing get pulled back out, or seeing a more like movement shutdown team, possibly. We're going to be running the Thor route. What is this pathing that Pocky Too Good just knows? What the hell? What the hell, Justin? Why do you just know that? This guy is an absolute wonder, and I mean that in the best ways possible. They are on the Jeff, running Jeff, Invisible Woman, Cloak and Dagger, Punisher, The Thing, and Strange. I wonder if they're going to keep that. I could see them maybe keeping that for just like I guess I don't really know why they might be keeping that, but I do see the vision partially. I just don't understand the vision, I guess I should say. I see the vision, but I don't understand. We are going to be playing Thor, so we're going to be looking to just deal a lot more damage than they're able to keep up with. They are running the Thing, though, with triple support, so it might be a little bit hard for us to deal enough damage for them to just not be concerned about it. Mr. Fantastic gets an early pick onto Dune. It looks like they were able to just play up and early with the Thing and the Strange. We are already pretty close to ults, though, and they're going to be going into overtime with that, beginning, what should I say, that gusto of ults. We do switch to the Venom instead of running the Thor, seeing that they are kind of relying on a lot more healing. We did use the Cloak and Disappear to get into a safer position. We do Strange... Oh, Strange Ult does miss, unfortunately for them. We are just in there, and we have Cloak and Dagger ult already. We pop it in order to save both of our tanks. They do pop Jeff ult, which can be kind of scary. It looks like they just go for our Cloak and Dagger to try to take her out of the fight. They do pop Invisible Woman ult, but we also pop Luna ult. They do have a third support ult after this, but we do have Venom ult. We were able to get 2 picks through their ults, and now they have reduced healing. They do get a pick onto our Hela, but I think Pocky Too Good is just going to be able to sustain on point until they get some higher pressure to come back. We do get a pick onto their Jeff, which was the only source of healing on their point right now, but both their supports were able to come back. Now we were forced to just kind of sustain for a little bit. We have Dune coming back on the Strange. The amount of sustain that they're able to just put up into their Thing, now that they're running triple support. We got a second Venom ult already. We pop it for the reduced healing. Also, just the permanent sustain that we have on point. We do just decide to back out of the fight to reset. They do have Strange ult, and they're coming up on Cloak and Dagger ult. We do end up switching to the triple support to match, running the Ultron instead of the Star-Lord. And Pocky Too Good is already back into the fight, looking to get a pick with Broly Booster. They do pop the Strange ult. It does end up hitting both the supports, which is very tragic. They also pop the Thing ult. I think it's in our best interest to just let them pop as many ults as possible. They do get a pick onto Dune. Now it's just about if Fall Cinnamon can get out of there and be able to play with his ult. He is kind of in a dangerous spot that he can't get out of. But with Pocky Too Good just being the first engage here and them popping Ultron ult, they do get a pick onto the Jeff. The Cloak and Dagger does pop ult, forcing them to mess up their cycle of the triple support comp to have as many support ults up as possible. We pop Luna ult into the fight, so we have Luna ult up, and we finally get the clear with Groot and Venom comboed. And that is going to be a capture for NDSU. Wow. They were able to get almost a second point with a singular minute. Very well played from UNT there. Absolute thrilling match we have going on.
Team to win this one.
I think Pocky Too Good is going to stay on the Venom. I think he's grown a new appreciation for him. I'm going to be honest. I would too after these matches. The changes that they made to him are absolutely amazing. Looks like they're going to be running the Mr. Fantastic, the Thing, and the Invisible Woman, as well as the Cloak and Dagger and Jeff. Ooh, actually, they're going to be running the Venom instead. Their goal is to probably just do the exact same thing that Pocky Too Good was doing, where he's just permanently stalling on point. We are going to use the armor. I have a feeling we're going to take similar pathing here.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Teleporter ready. A symbiote. Ugh, I hate
With 4 minutes, we have so much more playtime, and I don't want to say error or gaps for mistakes to slip through, but we have this ability to just step back and think about the fight a little bit longer than they did while they were playing in overtime. Think about what ults that they're using and how much time we're able to capitalize on that. But it looks like we're going to take the same pathing. They're not really set up for it as well, but I suspect that they'll soon see it. Yep, they're already on their way over. And they're going to try to stop Pocky Too Good from getting through, but he does find his way up and onto the back line. But with the triple support, it's a little bit harder to get a pick through it. They do get a pick onto Dune, but we are still distracting their supports. Their Venom is on our back line. They do end up getting a pick onto Groot, and we're forced to kind of play in this back cubby. We do end up going down, sadly. That is very unfortunate. But this is what I mean, is we have this extra 2 minutes and 55 seconds to just think about, like, how could we have done better that fight, and how can we go into this next fight with our ults and ult percentages and try to get as many of their ults out as possible in order to win this match. Looks like Pocky Too Good is setting up for the dive. He goes in. He does have Venom, so it looks like he's gonna... Okay, and he gets the triple Venom ult. They also pop Venom and Strange ult, however. But their Strange ends up going down in the process. And Venom is going to sustain for a while, but he does also end up going down. I think their Strange is going to look for TP. Yep, their Strange is looking to TP onto point. We do get capture before they TP, and now they no longer have TP on them. We have 5 ults as well compared to their both their support ults and their Mr. Fantastic ult. We are looking for an early wall onto their Star-Lord. We popped Star-Lord out early just to try to get their Cloak and Dagger out. But we almost get a pick on their Mr. Fantastic just because he's not playing up. But we also pop our Cloak and Dagger ult, and they pop their Invisible Woman ult. We get a double pick on 2 of their supports with Groot. We actually get 3 of their supports and their Mr. Fantastic. Their Strange is trying to stall out point as best as he can. Mr. Fantastic does end up going down with their Venom, though, and now they do have another touch coming up. It looks like Pocky Too Good is setting up to dive. We do have the Hella Luna, but they have Venom and Mr. Fantastic and Groot, and Jeff, and Strange, which can be very dangerous to us. We just gotta really watch out and make sure that we don't get all Jeff ult off the point. They end up popping Strange ult, but they don't notice that Claire was caught out in it. They missed the Venom ult on supports as well. That's Mr. Fantastic ult down. Now it's just the Jeff ult that's coming up. We end up just clearing off a point, but ooh, we end up going down. We will hopefully get another touch here with Doctor Strange portal.
I'm opening a portal.
Oh, sadly we don't get another touch. That is such an unfortunate loss for NDSU, but we such a close match here. Absolutely crazy play from both sides. This is a very good team, very close. Absolutely insane. Unfortunate. Unfortunate loss from NDSU. Well, thank you all for coming. It was a absolutely thrilling set of matches. Thank you all for showing up. Very fun games to watch. I will be here next Tuesday as well, where we're going against Texas State University, I believe. Actually, I guess I can pull up the next match. Texas A&M Black. A&M Black, I guess I should say. That's our next opponent. It'll be next Tuesday at 7 o'clock. So, but thank you all for coming, and see you guys next Tuesday.